All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Weekly Wrestling Verdict. Fire Frank, Charlie, I can never get this right. He's over here wearing the Orioles hat. I've got my early WrestleMania Philly hat on. Why not?
Nice.
We are almost on that road to WrestleMania. Give us another 4 weeks or so. We can start talking about that. Anyway, we're back. How's your week been going, Charlie?
It's had its
Been
ups
going.
and downs, but it's been going.
It's been going. That's what I always say. It's been going. It's been going. Busy at work. Just came back from my dentist appointment, so that's fun. Yeah. So let's. We're here to, as the sign shows below, we're going to talk about Deadline. We'll follow up on last week's episode. Did you get to watch any of SmackDown?
No. Well,
No.
yeah, no. I watched the DVR version of it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I watched it.
Yeah, as you know, as I said last week, I was going to show, and I was indeed there. So yeah, we had SmackDown. Orton signing with SmackDown as expected. Obviously going after Roman pretty soon. So that was a pretty fun segment. The crowd was really into that live. I can tell you that. Randy looking ridiculously jacked. RKOing everyone in sight as he is wont to do. The funniest part of that was after the show, Jimmy was still laying on the floor out, and they were rolling off the mat trying to get that black mat off, and they basically had to roll him out of the ring. He was still selling limp on the floor, but he went to see the clip because they did have to get to some dark matches. SmackDown was it was a pretty standard show, but I had a good time. Me and my friend Jay being there, and the crowd was pretty hot. I think they got a little upset when they announced Punk was going to be there next week, but again, they didn't advertise him on Friday or last night on Raw for that matter. So, yeah, did obviously have the shirts you see here, though. They were still selling big, as you might expect.
Thank you.
Yeah, Charlie will be getting his shortly. We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, and after SmackDown, they just had two dark matches. We had Seth and Nakamura, which it was like their standard match, but it was less than 10 minutes, so it was fine. The crowd was really into Seth, of course. Randy was leaving the ring and doing the Seth dance as he left, so that was funny. Then we had Cody and Dom as our so-called main event, which lasted the match lasted shorter than Cody's entrance, to be honest. It was past 10. It was almost 10:30. They wanted to get out of there. I don't blame them. We all wanted to get out of the building, but pretty big crowd in Brooklyn. They showed up and showed out for sure. So that was SmackDown. Didn't go to House of Glory because SmackDown was happening, but it was a good show. I did get to watch that back. Recommend everybody watches that on Fight. I mean, sorry, not a Fight, on Premier streaming artwork now. Easy for me to say. And yeah, so that was that. We get to watch back Collision and DVR later on. So they had a couple good matches on there. We're moving forward within the Continental Classic tournament. We'll have some more stuff going on tomorrow night. So we did have Raw last night. No Punk, no Orton, of course, but on SmackDown. But we did have, maybe like three really good matches last night, really. We started off with Drew and Sammy, and they had a nice little match, at least 20 minutes long, so it was a pretty good match. What'd you think of Drew going like full on psychopath again?
I messaged you about it. Good riddance. I hope he. I
Charlie was not a fan of Drew's promo, but he did. The rest of the show, he spent just going insane. Full Scottish psychopath attacking. I guess I don't know if ratting off Sammy, but I can't imagine he'll be back next week. And then, thankfully, did not actually interrupt the main event. We did get the as promised Seth and Jey Uso world title match, which was a lot of fun. Great video package beforehand. And we got a pretty good 2 out of 3 falls match there with DOI and Imperium. So pretty wrestling heavy edition of Raw last night.
Yeah.
So outside of not liking Drew, what did you think of last night's show?
I thought it was a decent Raw.
Yeah, I think it was a step up from last week. Even
I missed Punk being on it, but
yes, yeah. So did the ratings apparently, because it looks like the overnight numbers. It's not going to be as high as last week. Although I guess there was a pretty good football game on last night. Of course, I wasn't watching that, but whatever. He is advertised for next week, though. Of course.
Yes, thank God.
But he will be here also this Friday, SmackDown / Tribute to the Troops. So he'll be on live this Friday. I guess Nick Aldis will be trying to say, sign a contract. Please don't hit your finisher on me, though. So that was Raw. I guess we should get into NXT, where this is the if you see the title down below, we actually have an episode coming on in about 40 minutes or so where we'll actually get a couple things finalized. We don't have the final card here, but we're going to do our best. And yeah, we're definitely looking forward to the show. In fact, we'll be there live.
My first NXT show live.
Charlie's first NXT show live, and I'll be there with
you.
my friend Jay as well. So this will be a fun show. Been to that arena there in Bridgeport once for Takeover 25. It's a small arena, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely looking forward to this PLE, as it were. So yeah, we don't know exactly our 2 Survivor matches. We're pretty much set. We're just missing one competitor each, and we're going to find out tonight who those other people are. So I guess we'll go there first. Tonight we've got 2 last chance fatal 4-way between all the people that did not win these qualifying matches. So for the men, we've got Tyler Bate, Joe Coffey, Carmelo Hayes, of course, Eddie Thorpe in the men's last chance match. Who do we got here? We're going to expect Carmelo, right?
Yeah.
Even though if you keep him out, that could continue the tension there.
Yeah, but if you put him in, you get that
moment, right?
Trick moment.
Will he pin him and put him in the penalty box, and it'll become a whole thing for sure? Yeah, that would make the most sense. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't make sense for the other guys to be on here. Honestly, we'll talk more in a second about what I think is going to happen in the actual match. And for the women, we've got our other last chance fatal 4-way: Fallon Henley, Roxanne Perez, Thea Hale, and Kiana James, who was in last year's Survivor match.
You can't go against Roxanne.
She did win last year. Thea has been getting a push of late. Kiana's also getting a renewed push, but we've had a feud with Roxanne and Kiana, so I think they cancel each other out here. We only have 4 matches on the card. We can use a 5th one. So I'll say they cancel themselves out. I'm going to go with Fallon here. We got Josh Briggs in the men's match, so why can't another one of their little group here make it? Yeah, I'm going with Fallon.
I'm going to go with Roxanne Perez.
Going with Roxanne. Okay, so that'll influence our choices here. So we'll go to the main card here. We only have 4, like I said, right now, matches announced. We probably get, I would assume, one more at least announced tonight. Maybe there'll be something with the Heritage Cup. So let's take a look at our card here. We'll leave the Survivor matches for the last here. We'll go to our North American title match. We got Dirty Dom taking on Wes Lee in the rematch.
This match would be insane. I can't wait to see this live.
Yeah. Obviously, they had a couple. Well, they had one match where Dom won the title. They had a couple of multi-man matches. Dom lost it, regained it. Wes Lee took some time off. He's back, looking to get the title. It's probably time for him to get it back.
Yeah.
I don't think Dom is needed on NXT anymore, although he's done a fine job of coming in and having some fun. It's good to have another more gold in Judgment Day. So, yeah, I think this is where he has to probably get that win back. But should be a fun match, considering how much heat Dom gets. Yeah, this should be a fun match. I'd like to see what these 2 can pull off here on the PLE. We go to our NXT Championship match here. Probably not everybody's cup of tea. We got our boy Ilya Dragunov taking on Baron Corbin. No longer happy, no longer constable, no longer king. Just Baron Corbin. Burn the ships. Here he goes. His big title match here. Ilya always has good matches. He should win this. A lot of people aren't looking forward to this match. I think he could pull something off here. Because Corbin, with the right opponents, can have a good match here. And Dragunov doesn't have bad matches. So you can have a bit of a fun little battle here. Hopefully, yeah, everybody's expecting less. Hopefully he delivers. I think it'll over-deliver. Dragunov has to win here. We're continuing on with the stories we're telling. I don't know where Corbin goes from there. But I can't see him putting the title on him right now. I don't know. No. It'd be really strange. Certainly wouldn't get over very well. Yeah, so we'll see if there's any other matches. We don't have any. Yeah, we don't have a tag title match on the show. We don't have the Heritage Cup either, so we can see something added tonight. We'll assume something's going to get added tonight. We won't say what it is because it's kind of hard. So we'll go to our Women's Iron Survivor Challenge, and well, this is where we're going to differ because I said Fallon Henley and Charlie's saying Roxanne. So Tiffany Stratton, Lash Legend, Blair Davenport, Kalani Jordan, and blank for the #1 contendership. So who you got?
This is a tough one to call.
It is. It is. You're right. Obviously, you were picking Roxanne to be the match. She won last year's. I don't see why she would win it again. Tiffany's already been champ. I mean, she could win to get another shot at it. I'm not sure what they're doing with her right now.
I'd like to see Tiffany win it. She's deserving to win
Yeah,
it. She could get away with stealing pinfalls, I think, better than anybody else.
right. And also, I think they would set up a better matchup for the title. I don't know when they're going to have this match. I'm assuming they might do it at their New Year's Evil special if they're still having that. I know they're going to have a. I think they already announced they're having Vengeance Day in February again. So I'm not sure if it's going to be there. I know last year was, or this year was at New Year's Evil.
I'm going to go with Tiffany.
Going with Tiffany. All right. I'll agree. Why not? It makes the most sense. We'll get another Tiffany versus Lyra match. And they had really good matches before, so I wouldn't mind seeing it one more time. We'll move on to the men here. We've got blank to be determined. We're assuming Carmella Hayes.
Yeah.
Versus Dijak, versus Trick Williams, versus Josh Briggs, my boy from Evolved Days, versus the man himself, Ron Breaker, two-time NXT champ. Got a lot of it's kind of a hoss fight here. A lot of big dudes in this match.
Yeah.
And then maybe not so big.
Big meaty slap meat.
Not to say he's not any good. Yeah, this should be a wild one. I like the mixture we're getting here. There should be some fun stuff here. Yes, we're assuming Carmella's going to make it in this match. We'll see some drama. Will that mean both of them don't win? I don't know. See, I'm thinking that we're going to have a Trick win, and that's going to continue the tension. And I would say if they're going to do this title match on TV, New Year's Evil, like I said, that's just my guess. If they do that, that's when you have Mello cost Trick the title. That's what I would do.
Okay.
That's where he reveals or whatever it is. That's when he turns on him. And I would do then have Trick versus Mello at Vengeance Day, and the winner, then say the winner's going to get a title shot, even if you don't say it. But that's how you springboard to Stand and Deliver, because that's what I would do. I would have I have them have their match, and that's when I have Trick beat Mello. And that's when I'd have Trick go on to, because that's my long-term booking here. I'm saying Trick's going to take on Dragunov one more time and Stand and Deliver and actually win the title. That's my guess. That's my prediction. Mark it down right here, folks. If I'm wrong, it's okay. But that's what I'm going with.
I gotta agree with you on Trick winning this one.
Trick's gonna win this. Yeah, he's definitely hot right now. Crowds are into him. Be interesting to see how Connecticut takes to it. We'll see. Hopefully, we got a lot of NXT diehards at the show on Saturday. Yeah, that's gonna be my guess too, because I guess we're pretty much agreeing on this on most of this stuff here. As far as an extra match, I don't know. We could have a Heritage Cup match. We could have a tag title match randomly. The family do need to defend those titles again. Maybe Chase U will have another press conference. I don't know. It's sad what's happening at the university these days. All this talk of gambling. I guess I'm assuming that's Duke Hudson and his poker is up to his poker stuff again. I thought he had dropped that behind, but sounds like Duke was playing poker with the family or something. I'm guessing that he took out a loan from Tony D and didn't pay it back. And that's where all this stuff came from. That's just what I'm taking a guess here. Hopefully they don't get their eligibility stripped here by the NCAA if they're actually covered by that. No more bowl games for Chase U.
Nope,
for sure. We've got Dynamite tomorrow night, like I said. More.
What do we have on Dynamite tomorrow night?
I'll look it up in a second here. I know we've got a couple matches that were just announced today, I think. We'll pull it up and see what's going on. Like I said, we had a couple good matches on Collision. Danielson and Kingston had a great main event. Let's see. Tomorrow is December 6th. Let's see what we got here. I should have pulled this up before. Sorry, guys. Well, I know we got the big main event with Adam Copeland, Edge versus Christian Cage for the TNT title. That's the big match tomorrow night in Montreal, of course. I do know it's oddly enough they're taping Collision for Saturday tonight before Dynamite for some reason. But I guess it doesn't really matter considering a lot of these guys only appear in one show. Yeah, it's funny. They're taping that tonight where I think the only match they announced was Omega against Ethan Page, who's recently returned after disappearing for a while. Let's see what we got. Oh, right. Oh, I've got a card pull up here. Well, of course, we also have MJF and Samoa Joe, that new hot young tag team, taking on some of these masked goons of the devil. I don't know how they got a sanctioned match, but they do. I said Christian and Cope. We got Tony Storm defending against Sky Blue again. I think they faced off a couple times. We got Swerve and Mark Briscoe in the Gold League match. In other Gold League action, we have Moxley and Roosh. And then the third, we have Jay White and Jay Lethal, the J match.
So I'll do the art.
Yeah, it should be. It looks like a pretty interesting card there in Montreal. The first time there. That should be interesting and fun. We're still setting up. Like I said, we still have 3 weeks to go for World's End. Yeah, we still don't know what's going on there. We have any comments? Hey guys, what's going on? Johnny Cards, thanks for joining us. Yeah, kind of a slow news week. Not as big as last week. Obviously, Punk's still on everybody's mind. We'll see him on Friday night. We've got what else we got going on this weekend? I think Saturday we also got a Impact special, or Impact Plus special, I should say, happening on Saturday up in Toronto, I believe. Same night as Deadline. Obviously, still waiting for that big return of TNA next month, coming up on January 13th with Hard to Kill. Actually, last week they aired one of those their throwback shows, which is kind of like a show where they just pretend like it's 1980s again. They have all these 80s type characters. It's pretty fun. Anybody saw that one? I do recommend that. Not much else going on here. I mean, we might have to pour one out for Yeats, but we're not sure yet.
You have that shirt, right?
I ordered it. We'll see if that comes in. Yeah, a little bit of a legal battle. I was wondering, like, could they actually trademark it? As it turns out, you can trademark it for wrestling purposes, but it's already been done by wrestler from the UK, who's unfortunately I hear has been receiving some not so nice comments, and that's not right, guys. Come on, knock it off. But hopefully they do come to an agreement or something. Maybe they can pay this guy. I don't know, because they definitely tended to make a lot of money with these shirts and other merch. Be kind of weird. Crowd's still going to chant it now. It's over, so it'd be kind of weird for them not to. Hopefully, they can reach some sort of financial deal there. We'll see.
The crowd's obviously still going to chant it.
Yeah, you're not going to stop them. I mean, you're going to do blur every sign. I don't know. Yeah. And as far as anything else, actually today we did get some news. I forgot. I should mention this. WWE coming out and making a statement. They are dropping their home video department. So as of the end of the year, no more home video releases. I know people probably didn't realize they were still doing it. They were still putting out pay-per-views. I mean, but that's like going back. We're going back to the Coliseum video days, like nonstop for 30 plus years. That's kind of it's an end of an era, truly.
Yeah. I used to have a sick WWE wrestling collection of DVDs.
I have quite a few myself still left over. I do still have them all. Probably should hold on to those. Actually, at once upon a time, even the DVDs, that was the cheapest way to watch it. Instead of ordering the pay-per-view, just wait a couple of weeks and get the DVD for about $15, $20. That's what I would do. That's how I built up my collection. But all the, like I said, well before the network days, they were doing all those compilation DVDs, which were a lot of fun, especially when they started getting all that other footage. And it actually brought back ECW because of the sales of that DVD back in the day. That actually literally altered their plans. So it shows what that could do. But of course, these days, everything going digital. I'm a staunch physical media guy, even though I enjoy the convenience of digital. At least you own it, because anytime they want to take stuff down, they can just take it. And right now with Peacock Network, they're not exactly uploading a lot of classic stuff, considering that nobody really watches that besides us old diehards. So I can see why they don't bother. And considering all the layoffs continue, we heard some more corporate. A lot of divisions being, put into one. So yeah, I don't see a lot of that happening either in the future. But of course, they'll probably renew that deal somewhere else. Still don't have any word on the Raw deal, but we've heard some rumors. We'll see where that winds up. They did say like they're willing to wait, so we'll see. They might wait till the NBA rights go up. All I know is they basically say, hey, listen, we'll put it on wherever you want it, what time you want it, what channel you want it, how you want us to cut it, you want us to make it longer, we'll do it, just pay us the money. I mean, that was Nick Khan's whole MO, and now that TKO is in the picture, they're just looking to make money even more so. So that's all. That's what we're going to see. We'll see where that lands. Not a lot else going on. Like I said, we'll be at deadline this week. If anybody's going, let us know. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Let us know what else you'd like to hear us talk about in the future. Maybe we'll bring back some of our classic shows. We'll see what we can do. Got some ideas up in here.
Sounds good to me. Thank you
Awesome.
all for liking, subscribing, watching all our content on here. We'll have plenty more for you.
We do appreciate it. We hope to be back next week. We'll let you all know how the time we had at deadline. So we got more content coming on the way. Thanks for joining us again, and we'll see you next time.